Cheers guys, and welcome to another studio update here at Swords and Sake. I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope you're enjoying if you're on my side of the world, enjoying a nice, cool and wintry December so far. It's certainly got people behind their hobby desks and painting miniatures that they've been putting off over the warmer months, so that's good to see, and everyone's very productive. And I've been sort of catching up, getting inspired with Baron's War again, because my mate Max came up one day and he sort of mentioned Baron's War. He saw it here and he said, oh, I wouldn't mind giving the fantasy side a go with, what's it called again? Their fantasy game. It'll come to me, but I said, yeah, okay, we can try that, but then he got sort of a little bit disheartened with the undead faction, and it's not the sort of classical undead faction. It's more humans than actual undead. It's some sort of undead worshippers or something like that. I said, well, we can do the historical version, because that was what I was going to play. I was going to play some kind of, human faction in that fantasy setting. If that was going to be the case, I haven't got the money to lash out on or splash out on a new faction altogether and have time to paint it all and everything, plus the space to store all that stuff. I'm sort of running out of room. But I'm glad he wanted to try just the Baron's War game on its own, with the starter set factions and everything like that. And hopefully he'll get into it to the point where he goes and buys his own, 500-point starter set and does that with me. So that'd be great. So that's giving me more incentive. So I went ahead and I painted up the red for the red faction, the archers for that set, and now I'm working on the blue ones. The blue ones will be coming out in a video at some point, hopefully next week. I'll get time to just finish off the rest of them. There's not that much to do now on those, and get those done. I just want them nice and neat and tidy. Nothing too extravagant. I'm not going to spend an awful lot of time on plastics. My time is spent on the metals. My precious lead miniatures, I love those. They're not really made of lead anymore, but you know what I mean. So yeah, the plastics are just really for demos, and just I don't have enough money to splash out on an entire metal Baron's War faction at the moment. I've sort of invested heavily in the Attribution side of things, but at some point I will hope to replace all those plastics with metals, and the plastics will be put aside in a box somewhere in a foam tray. And brought out for demo games exclusively, and I'll have my own wonderful Paul Hicks metal faction of miniatures at some point. So I've got those done, the red ones done, working the blue ones, and the painting video will come out at some point soon, hopefully next week. And the Test of Honor update for me would be finishing off the Teppo Sohei sort of multi-base group of those, and also doing the temple guards. So I was happy with that, even though the temple guards probably just need a little bit more refinement in the faces and that kind of thing. But generally they're painted and based and everything. That means I've got 3 more figures to go, and that set is done. And then I'll work on the Ashigado Scouts, I can say it, and finish them off. And that means I finished all of my Test of Honor stuff, and then I'm allowed to go and purchase another few blister packs and a few card sets or what have you from Grey for Now Games. So that's that kind of plan I want to do for that. Yes, just keep strict on that, and just finish everything I've got, then have the enjoyment of going out and purchasing something and getting that and painting that, and then so on and so forth. I want to get everything for Test of Honor, all the first edition sets. They've kind of interested me now, so that I've sort of researched a little bit about them, and especially the campaign sets, and all the second edition sets as well, with all the miniatures, all the cards, and everything eventually. I also want a PlayStation 5, and Santa doesn't have enough money for PlayStation 5s this year, so that'll be next year. I have to save up for that as well, because I want to play the Ghosts of Yotei, the second one of that series, which I absolutely love. The first one, the Ghost of Tsushima, was amazing. So Ghosts of Yotei sounds equally as alluring. to spend lots of hours pumped into that game on the PS5. But still, there's miniatures to paint. There's work to be done. So before that happens. But I hope you guys are enjoying your sort of winter, early festive season of painting and hobbying and that kind of thing. If you are, please let me know and show me on the studio. Show me on the community site here on the Swords and Psychic channel. They'd be love to see what you're working on, stuff you've bought or games you've played, that kind of thing. That'd be really great to see. Okay, well, in closing, guys, thanks very much for watching this really quick update. I hope you guys enjoyed the images and the progress I'm making on my Baron's War stuff. And hopefully we'll be back with a video on how I painted the blue retinue, or the blue retinue of archers. So until then, cheers.